Hey guys, Mike Lawson here. Okay, looks like we're live again. Okay, so I want to go over three questions to ask yourself and how to handle every situation that you're in. If you ask yourself these three questions, and if you're in the midst of a major problem, you're going through some not good times, and you're like, well, how do I get through this? How do I fix this? These are three questions that, honestly, I learned this from my pastor, and I was going through a very difficult time in my life, and he shared this with me, and once I really adopted this philosophy, and every time since that I've gone through difficult times, it could be, it could be in your marriage, it could be in a relationship, it could be in business. Whenever you're going through something that is not going well, if you ask yourself these three questions, I promise you they're going to help you get through whatever you're going through. And number one is, what do you need to understand? Number two is, what do you need to change? And number three is, what do you need to learn? Now, the commonality in all those three questions is you. What do you need to understand? What do you need to change? What do you need to learn? So, when I went to my pastor with a problem, like, why is this going on in my life? And how can I do this better? And how can I not experience this pain? And how, again, it's like, woe is me. Why am I going through this? And he told me to ask myself these questions, and I did. And it really is about you. It's about me. It's about what we're going through. So every time that you're going through something, there's always something that maybe, see, I'm a big believer that, things, happen to us for us. I believe in that. That's what I believe in. I believe that we have to go through difficult times to appreciate the good times. Now listen, when you're going through it, oh, it stinks. And I heard this a long time ago, that the road to success goes right through the dump. Meaning you have to go through the dump. There's no shortcuts. There's no ways around it. You're going right through the dump if you want to be successful. Now listen, if you want an easy life, and I don't think there's any such thing as an easy life, you have to go through difficult times, right? It's not going to happen, right? And if you want, if things are just easy, right, you're going to have a difficult life. So you need to ask yourself, what do you need to understand? Is there just something that you're not getting? Because maybe there's something that needs to be revealed to you so you can understand why you're going through this. See, when I, was going through a nasty custody battle and I wasn't able to see my kids, I was very angry. I was angry at everybody. I didn't know, why would I go through this? I'm a good father. Yeah, I might not be a great husband. I might not be a great brother. Might not be a great son, but I am a great father. I love my kids. I want to be with my kids. I can be there. Right? But it was a teaching lesson for me. What did I need to understand? How did I need to grow? What did I need to change about myself? And you know what? When you're going through it, you're like, well, I'm a great father. Why do I have to go through this? But you know what? There's things that I did need to change. There were some things that I didn't understand about myself. There was a lot of things that I needed to change, quite frankly, and to be different. There was things that I needed to learn. Now, did it stink? Absolutely. And I don't believe that it was fair, but if you haven't figured out by now, if you're over the age of 5, you've probably figured out by now that life isn't fair, right? So ask yourself those three questions. What do you need to understand? What do you need to change? And what do you need to learn? And I remember when my pastor said this to me, I'm like, why do I need to change? Why do I need to understand something? Why do I need to learn? But you do, right? Because it's about you. And this is my favorite saying of all time, that good sailors are made in stormy waters. So when you're asking yourself, why am I going through this? Why does everyone I talk to turn me down? Why does no one joins my business? Why am I going through this court battle? Why am I not able to see my kids? Listen, everything that you are going through is for a reason. And I believe that. And if you truly believe that, right, you're going to come out a better person. And listen, you're not going to be able to help people if you don't go through it first. One of the best feelings that I ever got was when I had a friend come to me that went through a nasty custody battle, and he wanted to see his daughter more. Great guy, great father, and I was able to relate to him and give him advice. Now, if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have been able to help him and impact his life. So instead of sitting back saying, why is this happening to me? You know what you should say? Thank God this is happening to me. So think about all the people that you're going to be able to impact because of what you're going through. I'm not saying it's fun. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. But I'm saying it'll be worth it. And let me ask you a final question. Who do you want to be going through a battle with? Somebody that has already been in a battle? Or somebody that's never been in a battle? They're a rookie. They're like, what's this? Right? You want to be, right? When you go to war, and a lot of this is war, right? When you go to war, you want to go to war with somebody that has experience, that knows how to navigate, that knows how to get you to the other side, that knows how to get you to the end result, right? Not somebody that's like, well, I've never been here before. I don't know what this looks like, right? That's when, right, when you're with a rookie that hasn't been trained, that's how you get killed in war, right? There's a reason why that, soldiers go through the extensive training that they go through, right? So they have a chance, right? You want to go to war, and listen, your war could be, again, in a relationship. It could be a battle with your kids. It could be a battle in business. Listen, again, and I'm talking from a business perspective because I've been an entrepreneur now for 20 years. Right? It's war, right? If you want to be successful, right, you got to fight those battles. You got to fight, and you got to fight those battles of, and again, just, with going through difficult family situations. Like it's a battle, right? So you need to get around people that can help you, that have been there. Okay? So seek out those people. Whatever your problems are, ask yourself those 3 questions and then seek out those people that have been there, that have done it. Because the people that have been there and that have done it and you talk to them, I mean, I honestly love, and I know I'm rambling right now, but I love talking to people that are a lot older than me. Like 20, 30, even 40 years older than me. Because they have so much more life experiences. They've been through it. They know what it's like. I don't know what it's like to be 45. I'm not 45 yet. I don't know what it's like to be 50. I don't know what it's like to be 60. But I do know what it's like to go through a nasty custody battle, not being able to see your kids, right? I know what it's like to struggle in business. I know what it's like to go through a bankruptcy. I know what it's like to go through a divorce. I know what it's like to go through all that stuff, but I don't know what to expect going forward. That's why it's always important. I'm a big believer in getting a coach and being around people, whether it's a counselor, it's your pastor. I mean, reach out, right, to get that help. Don't just sit back and say, woe is me, because that's what most people do. Most people sit back and say, why is this happening to me? I'm a good person. This shouldn't happen to me. Again, what do you need to understand? What do you need to change? And what do you need to learn? Have a great day, everybody. And if you guys got any value out of this, share it, like it, comment, let me know your thoughts. But again, thanks for watching. Have a great day, everybody.